the third to you, my Down on the Farm radio neighbor. Thanks so much for listening to us. We appreciate it. Now, let's get started, and we're brought to you by the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. Now, John says soybeans and corn futures were lower each day last week, with corn down 21 1/4, beans down 43 for the week. The driving force, John Tuggle says, is the fact that the corn and the bean crops are getting planted on time. They have adequate moisture, and there is no excessive heat in the forecast. In fact, the latest drought monitor report showed that the corn area in drought is now only 5% compared to 36% on March the 12th. Similarly, for soybeans, now only 3% of the bean area affected by drought compared to 33% on March the 12th. The lack of export demand has always weighed on the market as of late. USDA reported new export sales for the period May 17 through 23 of 39.3 million bushels of corn and 12.4 million bushels of beans. Another cargo of U.S. milo was sold to the Communist Chinese for this crop year. Milo harvest is slowly gaining momentum as South Texas continues to miss the rains. With the recent drop in the corn market, an entire growing season still ahead, corn futures probably have little downside risk in the short term, and the potential for a weather rally is certainly possible given any hot, dry spells in July's pollination period. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM were open Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 4:45, ahead of a 2-week maintenance shutdown. In Houston, Anderson's and Hanson Mueller are open weekdays from 7 to 3, while Timco is open 7 to 5 through Saturday, 7 to noon on Sundays. Neighbor, there's a look at the movement of corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus, 361-852-5207. Neighbor, I want to remind you about all 5 locations of MG Building Materials. They've got one in Pleasanton, one in San Antonio, one in Corpus, one in Uvalde, and one in Kerrville. That's MG Building Materials. Whether it's farm and ranch electrical, hardware and tools, lawn and garden and housewares, or paints, floor coverings, plumbing and heating, steel products and flashing, roofing, or gypsum installation, you can trust MG. Remember, 5 locations. Find the one near you at mgbuildingmaterials.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at the meats, courtesy of the good folks at barchart.com. Neighbor, as we look toward the cattle side of the equation, beef export sales, 15,700 metric tons, a sharp drop of 27% from the previous week. USDA's wholesale box prices lower. Choice box was down 84 at $313.20. The Select 81 lower at $301.71. That Choice Select spread had widened by $11.50. USDA estimates federal cattle slaughter 122,000 head, with the week to date at 540. Let's see what kind of cash action. North reported 190, down 2 on the week. The South, on the hoof in the dirt, 186. That was $1 worth of pullback. Neighbor, there's your meat moves.
This is Channel 5 reporting live from the rangeland, where earlier today, a death was reported. I'm standing here talking to...
Mesquite.
Mr. Mesquite, what happened here today?
Well, Weesatch and I had been living on this rangeland. Every year the rancher would spray us with herbicide, and we'd take a nice, long nap. But we always woke up.
What changed, Mesquite?
It's that Invora herbicide. The rancher used it with range view to target his application. And now I don't think Weesatch is coming back.
I wouldn't think so. It's guaranteed
control for 5 years.
You heard it from Mesquite himself. Invora and Rangeview stop brush for the long haul. It's guaranteed.
Start investing in the long haul with guaranteed Mesquite and Weesatch control at Invora.com. That's INVORA.com. Always read and follow label instructions. Invora is a restricted use pesticide. Invora is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
We are on the line with Ken Jordan. Ken Jordan, how's the Mason sale that's coming up Monday looking Sunday evening?
You bet, Larry. Shaping up real good. We had a little over around 530, over 1,000 something head in. About 60 cows, and the rest of them all calves and yearlings. We're looking for around that 1,300 head is what we're shaping up for tomorrow's sale. A lot of good quality cattle. on the yard. It's a special stock of feeder sale today that we're having, Larry.
Good. And then we had a special Saturday.
You bet, we sure did. It was very good. We ended up right at 3,000 head of cattle that we sold on Saturday. I thought overall demand was very good throughout the day. I thought we had buyers from Oklahoma, Mississippi, and all across Texas, along with 1,186 on the internet. I thought the pairs were very active throughout the entire day with the better, younger pairs that were carrying good flesh. They sold from $2,600 up to $3,700. I thought the pairs maybe carrying a little less flesh, smaller frame or solid mouth. And some of those pairs had really small calves on whatever. They kind of ranged anywhere from $1,700 up to $2,575. The bred cows sold well with the younger, fleshier cows, bringing from $2,100 up to $3,350. I thought the bred cows that were maybe carrying a little less flesh, not quite as maybe eye appeal as some of the others were, and some that were solid mouths, maybe a little smaller frame, whatever, they went from $1,400 up to $2,075. I thought the better bred heifers, they were mostly from $1,700 up to $2,950, kind of depending on kind, size, and length of pregnancy on them. The open heifers had a good offer to them, right close to I think 1,000 head of those. They were on the bigger, longer age heifers. They sold pretty well from $1,750 up to $2,500. Getting some of those lighter weight heifers that won't be able to put the bulls out till maybe December or whatever, they sold from $1,175 up to $1,725. So overall, very, very strong sale, good quality cattle, a lot of buyer participation throughout the entire day, Larry.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Give us a call there. Go 325-372-5159.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
1874. Barbed wire was patented and ranching was forever changed. Now, 150 years later, ranchers continue to tackle tough challenges with new innovations, like RangeView from EnView. By providing a data-driven view of the land, RangeView helps you get the most out of your grazing management, rangeland health, and herbicide treatment decisions. See how the latest innovation in ranching can help you at tryrangeview.com. RangeView is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
We are on the line with Sean Geiswhite. Sunday evening, we'll sure enough have a sheep and goat sale Tuesday, cattle sale Wednesday. Sean, what's it looking like?
Larry, sure think we'll get a good run on Tuesday. Know a few bunches coming. Got some more of those billies, yearling billies. Got those muttons, 60 to 70 of those, kind of weighing 110 to 140 pound muttons. They'll be there. And then we've got some nannies and kids coming that I know of. We've got 140 that came in earlier, some kids and nannies off place. So shaping up to be a good sale on Tuesday on the sheep and goats, and cattle kind of anticipating something like we've been running, 700 to 1,000.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you for either sale.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hey, neighbor, I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm, and we're with Heather Mutz, broker associate and home. Hey, neighbor, I'm Larry Marble. We're here on the line with Heather Mutz, broker associate with Dead and Ranch Real Estate and winner of the best realtor in Medina County 4 years running. Heather, tell us about your new listing just south of D'Hanis.
Sure thing, Larry. This is a gorgeous oak-studded, ag-exempt 25-acre property. It's actually just north of D'Hanis. It has a custom home, 4-car carport, and so much more.
What are the features of that home?
So it's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath beauty. It's got an open floor plan, 2 eating spaces, a secluded owner suite, got bamboo flooring throughout, and a floor-to-ceiling rock fireplace.
Does the property have a barn?
Larry, it actually has 2 barns, one that's open on 3 sides with a feed room and 2 pipe stalls, and then another one, 3,200 square feet. It's insulated, it's got water and electricity. It's pretty awesome.
What else does the property have to offer?
So this property is a horse lover's dream with an arena, portable arena, chute with 2 boxes, stripping chute, and a return alley. And there's also additional acreage surrounding this property that's available to purchase.
How can people get in touch with you for a showing?
So they can call me directly at 210-414-8198. And I give you my word, if I don't answer, I'll definitely call you back. Or they can visit our website, www.steadandranch.com.
Heather, thanks for being on Down on the Farm.
Thank you, Larry.
We're on the line with Seth Crane, Union Commission, Hondo Livestock. Seth, what's your Monday sale looking like Sunday night?
530 in tonight, Larry. Pretty good run of cattle. Probably going to have somewhere around 130 cows tonight. probably end up with 150, 175 cows. Do have 10 head of Brangus cows. They'll be 4-year-old cows. We're going to palpate there in the morning, and also 10 head of the pairs off of them. Kind of the same deal. They're all supposed to be 4-year-old cows, pretty nice cattle. Going to palpate somewhere around 80 head of cows outside of that. As far as bulls or anything, we do have one little young Hereford bull coming we're going to test, and maybe a couple Jersey pairs, the guys said. Calf and yearling run quality sure pretty good. Lots of light calves, again, it looks like. And I imagine we'll catch some more, so end up somewhere around 650 come sale time. I'd like to remind everybody that next special stocker feeder sale is next week. That is June the 10th. In the meantime, if we can help you out in any way, feel free to reach us, 830-741-8061. Give me on my cell phone, 210-288-3960. And for updates and information, visit us on Facebook or HondoLivestock.com.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you, Seth.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 and 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10 foot wide to 30 foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. And we're on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock. Rodney, how was the sale Friday?
We had some good sets of cattle to sell Friday, lots of black calves, steers, and heifers mix, and some Charolais crosses. I thought the market was really strong, and we had those light calves come off the heifers, probably about 50 of those, and they were black baldies, red baldies, and I thought they sold real good, sir.
Good. Walk the pens with us.
All right, we had 554 head of cattle, 1 horse, and 11 goats. That whole market was active. Your 2 to 300 pound steers were 365 to 415, heifers 322 to 410. 3 to 400 pound steers were 338 to $4, heifers 301 to 340. 400, 500 pound steers were 289 to 335, heifers 264 to 340. 500, 600 pound steers were 262 to 320, heifers were 238 to 285. 600, 700 pound steers were 244 to 268, heifers 222 to 248. And your 700 to 800 pound yearlings were 239 to 251, and heifers were 207 to 220. Packer cows were pretty strong and steady. They brought in from 65 to $1.48. Packer bulls brought from $1.30 to $1.69. Young stocker cows brought anywhere from 90 to $1.99. Bred cows brought from 800 to 1750. And our pairs we had Friday brought 23 to 2550, sir.
Good. Do you know of anything for this next Friday?
I do know a set of black and black baldy steers and heifers coming. There'll probably be about 80 of them. And then I know of some more light calves coming off some heifers. There'll probably be about 100, 150 of those black baldy calves coming off heifers, sir.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for those.
You can call me here at Sale Barn if I can help you market your cattle in fair market, 361-358-1727, or call me on my mobile, 645-5002.
Rodney, we'll talk with you at week's end. Thank you.
Sounds good. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. Milo through Corpus in May, D's plus 75, 968. Houston D's plus 85, 986. And Progresso D's even money, 834. Yellow corn to Corpus in May, July plus 30, 476 and a quarter. Progresso July plus a dollar bill, 546 and a quarter. And hard red winter wheat to Houston in May, July plus 40, 748 and 3/4. Both Houston and Placido beans, August-September delivery, November less 90, 1094 and a half. Neighbor Texas cotton 0 bales, 66.15 to 69.65 bid. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in Texas. No brag, just fact. I'm Larry Marble. Thanks for listening. Good day.